Hey everyone, it's Fantastic Attractions. We are here at Carowinds. We're here for Carowinds Media Showcase Summertime Magic. We're actually going to get to take a look at the magic of Brad Ross again this year. Brad's going to give us a little behind the scenes magic show that's going to be going on tonight, a special media preview, and also we're going to get a behind the scenes look at the Palladium, which I look really forward to.
The Brad Ross show starts Saturday, June the 15th, and the concert series new for this year, which we're very excited for, are Fridays and Saturdays, I believe, in July and August. And there's a whole bunch of different artists, and I'll put up a photo here so you can see them all and their dates. Okay, so we have our media pass. We are ready for Brad Ross and a backstage tour of the Palladium. Our first stop is here at the Carowinds Theater. And it says there are no performance scheduled today, but we have one just for us. We really loved his show last year, so we can't wait to see what he's doing this year. Okay, we are just taking a look at some of the summertime offerings that Carowinds has going on right now. Got some teriyaki chicken nachos, pineapple skewers, and some watermelon, some chamoy tahine, salt and sugar. Cool. Oh, look at the bacon lollipops. We were not able to video the show, but we were able to take pictures, and we're going to share a few here now.
My favorite magic, people always ask me that, and it's tough. I love performing our Firefly Levitation because it's a beautiful piece of magic, and it kind of brings in all of the senses. But the confetti trick that I do towards the end of the show, which ties in our message that magic is everywhere. You see magic here on stage, but it really is all around us. So performing that is definitely high in my top three, but the levitation or confetti piece, and then the elevator at the top of the show is also in my top three.
We are going in. How long has it been since you've been through these gates?
So who saw Brad last year? Right? It's a little bit different, right? It feels different too. I think the energy in the theater is a little bit different, which is nice. So very exciting to have Brad back with us for a 50-day run. He wraps up August 4th. So our guests will have about 50 days to play with him again this year. So we're really excited. So I want to welcome you all to the Palladium. About 13,000 guests. About 7,000 of those seats are underneath the cover. About 7,000 are outside of the cover. Reactivating this merchandise stand, there will be one unique shirt for the concert series that has all of our artists named on it. And then some of our artists will have their own merchandise as well. That's kind of they get to choose their own adventure on that, so we can't really speak to fully who's bringing a shirt, but I'm hoping Leanne rhymes, and I'm hoping it's a cover of Coyote Ugly. That's what I'm hoping for. But the merchandise stand will be available for you. So just so you all know, you'll see we've got our refreshment stands. We call them our food blocks. We passed food block A and food block B right here to your left, my right. Our food blocks will be serving what we're just calling like concert snacks. That's going to be things like nachos, hot dogs, pretzels, things you can just grab and go. I do want to let everyone know there will be plenty of beer available for our concert service. Very excited. So we are building a small beer garden as well for our guests to experience during the concert series. These tents, you might recognize them from Carnival. They're multi-use. That's why we like them so much. These tents will serve a barbecue sandwich as well as our Dunkin' loaded waffle fries like you have at Terminal A. So a little bit more of an elevated experience at the beer garden. And then obviously, you can't have a beer garden without beer. So we're gonna walk over here into the shade a little bit. The shade coming from our beautiful giant pumpkin that will not be the concert series.
I see the pumpkin.
Yes,
Forget the concert.
have a great point. The pumpkin's
I see the
also a place
pumpkin.
for stroller cars. 13,000 seats inside of the Palladium. That is a lot of seats. We want to make sure that folks don't rush. We want to make sure that folks don't run. We want to make sure that folks, while they might want to get to a seat quickly, that they are safe about doing that. So we have split the Palladium into 3 different sections, section A, B, and C. A is all the way at the bottom of the theater, B is the middle, and then C is all the way back here, these uncovered seats. So starting at park open on concert days until 4 o'clock or supplies run out, we'll be giving guests wristbands to get to the bottom third of our Palladium seating. So those wristbands are going to be available at our Thrill Zone stage. So we have 2 in-park stages for our concert series. One's in Thrill Zone and then one's at the Thunder Road lawn. Both of those will have great artists throughout the weekends, but we'll send folks to Thrill Zone. They'll be able to collect that wristband from an associate, and then they'll be able to join us when gates open at 5 o'clock. Our gates for Palladium are slated to open at 5 o'clock, with most of our opening acts starting at 7 o'clock. And most, that's an important word, like that's italicized here, most of our headliners will start at 8:30. So those are the timelines for you. So 5 o'clock is when gates will open. The really fun thing about having a summer music festival is that the entire park is part of the party. So again, 2 stages, Thunder Road Lawn and Thrill Zone. Those performers will be there from 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock, so you can enjoy their music, enjoy the park, right? That'll be really fun. And then gates for the Palladium will open at 5. We will not allow guests to line up before that. So once those gates open at 5, folks with wristbands, everyone will come this way, and I'll walk you through what happens. But they're gonna go through the section A sign right here. Those with wristbands will head down, and those without will head to section 2 and 3 and find whatever seats they like. Cool, so we'll head that way. We can also show you where the restrooms are and where first aid is. As you can see, a lot of seats. So we're hoping to that our guests moving that way will be able to get a lay of the land so that they don't feel like they have to rush to get to the seat. There are so many seats in this theater. I've sat about half of them already. There's not a bad view of the stage, I promise. We'll go up on stage. I'll tell you more about some of the tech and production elements that are coming for the concert series. Come on up, guys, come on up. So as you can see, there are a lot of seats in this Palladium. I think sometimes people don't fully understand what 13,000 looks like when it comes to actual chairs. So this is 13,000 seats. So we're really excited to welcome our guests in to enjoy the concert series. Like I said, this bottom third, right, is the best way to think about it, will be for those wristbanded guests who get those wristbands at Thrill Zone stage. Then that middle section will be first come, first serve, and then the back third will also be first come, first serve. Cool. So let me tell you about some of the technology that's happening up here. So we will have 2 massive screens on either side of the stage. So again, there will not be a bad seat in this theater, I promise. You might be able to see Leanne Rimes' pores. Like that's really, that's what I'm hoping for with the closeness. I wanted to show you guys something that our merchandise director wanted me to show you because I got in trouble in my office for testing it out. Courtney was on a call the other day.
That's so cute.
And Vinny, our merchandise director, was like, Ryan, can you make this flash? It reacts to noise. So I walked around our office going, ah! Ah! And Courtney came out and said, Ryan, I'm on a call. And so I screamed one more time for her. So we're really excited to include, this is going to be available at the merchandise stand. It reacts to the music, so that's lots of fun. Lots of other fun glow items as well as other traditional Carowinds items will be in that merchandise stand. Inclement weather will be a case-by-case situation, right? So much like how we operate the park, right? There are different mile radiuses based on lightning and thunder and what might be coming our way. We've already talked with our artists as well about those opportunities. Depending on how late the weather rolls in or doesn't roll in, will dictate if maybe the headliner doesn't open, or maybe the headliner only does a 30-minute set instead of a 45-minute set. Those will be on case-by-case situations. All that information will be available on those big jumbo screens as well. We'll make sure that everyone in the audience knows what's going on as well. Yeah. What else? Who else?
So the seats aren't necessarily assigned. Like if they have a certain bracelet, they can come down to sections. This is A, I'm assuming?
Yep.
This first section?
Yeah.
And then the section above that is what?
So that's B and C is kind of the the other 2/3.
Okay.
Though down here with the wristband is reserved for those guests with wristbands, but these are also come as you are, right? First come, first served down here at the bottom as well. Your daily admission gets you into the park and into the concert series.
Okay, guys, so I tried to catch everything that I thought you needed to know about the concert series coming up. We can't wait. We are planning to be at the Bret Michaels concert. Someone did ask what this might mean for the future going down the road, and Carowinds is hopeful that this will spark some new opportunities in the coming years. That's all for this video. Be sure to stay tuned. There's more to come.
Thanks for watching and be sure to subscribe. Here's another video you might like.